another. What you cooking, man?
What's up, everybody?
What's up, boys?
Look at Nick Klingensmith out there. Look at him patrolling the streets. He's got his crew with him. Pedro walking as well.
He's like neighborhood watch, huh?
Neighborhood watch. Look at these guys.
Yeah.
By the way, Pedro, you mean this hat?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Oh, you're a mess,
Dude,
Cole. You're a mess.
Nah.
We had some new versions of the hat this year. They're pretty sweet.
That was kind of my first PCS too. Like all the people I was friends with weren't going to be there. I was like, what the hell?
Nick, who you got with you out there, man?
What's that? We got the ruck on right now with Scott and Steve. We're walking and hoping we found a little bit of area to not get run over, but it was awesome seeing everybody yesterday. You know, I had a 10K over the weekend, so started the week off on fire.
It's funny, yeah.
And gonna spend a day here at BCS, and then I gotta go back home and line up some more speaking gigs. And actually, I got one at University of Tampa on Friday. I'm excited to go drop.
Oh, nice. What do you do?
Yeah, it's a group of entrepreneurs. Like, it's called the CEO Global Conference, like young entrepreneurs. So I'm gonna go talk about that mindset.
Nice. Dude, that's cool, man. Colleges. Nice work. Nice work.
Molding young minds, baby.
That's right. That's right. Well, dude, I'm stretching today because the golf and the running around yesterday, which, by the way, what a great time at the golf course. Not only did we have fun, we got rained on like crazy, and then Pop Stroke was huge. We went to Pop Stroke afterwards for our awards banquet.
So that place was fun.
Yeah, we played some competitive miniature golf, and we actually had our first playoff ever at the Post Prairie Classic, which is really fun.
I like up to
Had a great time with that.
You know, I Irish exited right before the award. Who ended up winning?
So Marino Gasparo and Paul Lynch from Armada took down Ryan Wilson and Tyler Williams from Ryan's from Matterhorn and Tyler's from NAD, I believe.
Oh, awesome.
So, pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty early.
Do we have Lombard?
Yeah.
Is Michael Lombard with us now?
Stuff I always bring stuff I got.
Not yet. We're gonna have him soon.
What about you, Steve and Scott? You got anything to add? How was your day yesterday?
Wet.
Oh man,
Hey, wait a minute. Is that Scotty McFlotty?
Yeah, what's up, Pedro?
What's up, Scott?
The
How we
pup
doing?
was fun.
The puppo was great. The course is beautiful, but like, you know, Mother Nature's gonna rain you out. Not much you can do about it.
It's like
No,
4
I
to
can
3
do about
o'clock every day.
Yeah.
So Scott
Yeah.
was kind enough to let me crash in his hotel room so I can crash the event, which means, you know, if you hang out with me, I'm going to go make you do awesome stuff like get up early and go for a walk and a place with no sidewalk.
I thought awesome.
We got a special guest this morning. What's going on, fellas?
We have two, actually. We got Scott and Steve with us.
Hey, Lombard.
Oh, look at them joining for Iron Minds. What a couple of lucky guys out there.
I
Lucky
don't
you.
know.
This is
Don't have
God's
a star
time, baby.
studded Show.
The big question that people had is, where's Michael Lombard? That was the question I heard yesterday more than
That's
anything.
why he showed up late, so we could all start talking about him, being like, "Where's Lombard? Where's Lombard?" Build the buzz, you know.
Yeah, I know. I don't get
That's
it.
right.
It's like, dang, you guys got nothing else to talk about. You're like, yo, where's Lombard at? It's like, I know you guys got some exciting stuff going on.
You gotta stay with Trey.
Yeah, we did. Yesterday was a blast, man. We had such a good time. It was a blast. Had a ton of fun. Had some good winners. Had some good raffle prize giveaways. And I'll tell you what, Jake DePerry and Brooks Garner from Turbo actually cleaned up. They won a raffle prize. They won the team championship. Brooks won an individual. It was awesome.
Well, speaking of cleaning up, I heard you cleaned up at the mini golf.
We did well. We did well.
I did well.
true.
Huh?
Already took everyone's money.
I like that. The exact phrase was Trey took all our money.
Well, so here's the story. So I'm playing miniature golf with Jake Persofsky, with Paul Lynch and Marino Gasbaro, and they're like, "Hey, we got to play. We got to play for some money." So they want to play $10 a side per person, and then $10 total. So it's basically $30 per person. And I may have taken all of it. Oh man, hard to say, but pockets were a little heavier this morning, which is nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hold on, walk here.
Pedro.
I want to get an eye in the grotto.
Nice. Pedro, what's going on with you, man? I love seeing you this morning, my friend. What's good?
Dude, same old. Feeling better this week, man. So happy about that. And I'm just moving through life, bro. Moving through life. Excited. This weekend, going to go finally meet an online friend in real life. So that's going to be fun. And then, getting ready to go to Atlanta for the truck show finale of the year, Star Stripes and White Lines. That's in 2 weeks. And other than that, man, just, getting set up for the rest of Q4, looking into Q1 with my book of business and, just trying to grow that. And, man, that's remodeling my house, man, just, living life, moving through life, enjoying things, being happy.
Can we
It's
talk
crazy.
about this online friend you're meeting and what kind of you're meeting in a public place, right? You're not going to give them any money or personal information, stuff like that.
I'm meeting the, I don't know how to say it, man. I don't know how to say, they called him my dad, even though he's younger than me, but I'm meeting my boy King Spud. If you're on X, you know who King Spud is. So, King Spud, Pedro Potato. It's gonna be an event, man.
I don't know if we got paused on here.
No, we're good.
No.
We're good. I just think
We've had a moment of dead air.
everyone's moving along.
I'm just
I
stretching
know.
here. Trying to get my back back from yesterday.
I do know.
Pedro,
Dude,
where
I
you meet
didn't
King Spud at?
I didn't even do the golf.
At his house, bro. Like they're doing kind of like their housewarming / friends Thanksgiving. So it's gonna go. It's a 4-hour drive, but bro, Spud has invited me to his house so many times, and I never can make it, and I have no excuse why I can't this time. So I'm gonna suck it up and make an 8-hour round trip driving a day, so I can go hang with my boy.
Yeah, it's well
That is
worth
a lot
it.
of
I
driving.
definitely got to get down there too.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna probably leave here like 4 o'clock in the morning Saturday, and I'll get there at like 8, and just gonna chill out, bro. Try to be home by like 10 p.m. Spud said I could stay, but I got so much going on. I really kind of need my Sunday so I could do some more home remodeling projects.
Yeah, no doubt. Did anybody stay up and watch the 18-inning marathon World Series Game 3 last night? Anybody stay up for that? Yeah, went into the 18th inning, and the Dodgers hit a walk-off home run to win Game 3. And here's an interesting fact, and this is amazing. You saw these guys just going at it. I mean, it was unbelievable. The winner of Game 3 in a tied series, so it was tied 1-1. The winner of Game 3 wins the series 70% of the time. So that was a big game. That's a big game for the Dodgers to win. So they're now up 2-1 on a solo walk-off home run by Freddie Freeman. Who's like everybody's favorite player. So,
He used to play for the Braves, right?
He used to play for the Braves. That's correct. And what's really amazing is Shohei Ohtani, who you may have heard that name, probably the best player in baseball right now for sure. He went, get this, he went 4 for 4 in the game. He had 2 home runs, 2 doubles, and 5 intentional walks. They walked that dude the rest of the game. They're like, no, we're not pitching this guy.
That's
We're not
nuts.
pitching to him.
I think the intentional walk should be outlawed from baseball.
For real.
I don't think, baseball purists are like, oh, it's part of the game. It's strategy. And it's like, shut up. That's the dumbest That is like, that's like like in football, it'd be like a defensive player just giving somebody a free catch. It's just like, I'm not going to cover them. Like they take a first down and then take a knee as soon as they get 10 yards. It's like, there's nothing more pathetic. And I think it's the ultimate sign of weakness as a pitcher. Like you're getting paid millions of dollars. You're getting paid how much money? You're getting paid how much money?
I don't
If
think the
Lombard
pitchers
goes
are
missing,
happy.
everybody, we know it probably had to do something with this show.
I think that pitchers aren't happy about it either. They want to go after the guy.
Well, and what's interesting is that not only is it, I think I agree with you on that. Like it's kind of lame. It's kind of a lame move. But now they don't even have to throw the pitches. They can just put up 4 fingers and the guy goes to first base. Like,
Yeah, that's the TV influence, and I hate that.
I don't mind so much that they want to walk a guy, but man, the fact you don't have to throw the pitches, because you could throw a bad pitch, you could throw a wild pitch, you could do all kinds of crazy things that could affect the game, and now they just send them to first. So I'm not.
You guys see all these trailers? That's what's up.
Exactly.
Nice.
I agree that like they should have to physically go through the motion of the intentional walk. Deal with the booze.
Right.
Like you should be embarrassed. You should be raked. You should be raked for it. You should have to go through the cold. If you're going to be that, and they need to be booing the coach on that too. The coaches deserve that. Oh yeah, we're playing a strategy. He's a really good hitter. Because I feel like the intentional walk doesn't even probably work that much. The intentional walk stuff, it gasses up the next batter, and then you've just put your lead off run on base for free because you don't trust your own players. It shows we didn't build a team strong enough to perform against this other team. I don't know. I'm sure some baseball purists will be like, yeah, well, it's been that way for a while. And it's like, I don't care.
Now, I will say one thing about the statistic you mentioned that's interesting, because I'll tell you what, in 2004, the number of teams that have ever come back from a 3-0 deficit was 0. And that's what I love about
Boston.
That's what I love about baseball, though, is you can watch a record set on every single game.
So not to completely change the subject, but I'm not a big baseball guy, but I love documentaries. So if you guys are baseball guys, then I just watched a really good documentary about the Montreal Expos. Who remembers them?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, really, really great documentary, man. I didn't even know they weren't a team anymore. They've been gone for 20 years.
That's right. Became the Washington Nationals. That's right.
Yeah, dude, that's a really great documentary. And I will say that documentary proved to me like Canadians truly hate Americans. In that documentary, bro, all they were talking about was don't sell to an American. We don't want an American coach. I'm like, golly, but you're in an American baseball league.
Right.
Yeah, let's who invented baseball real quick?
Yeah. That's pretty wild.
But if you are baseball fanatics, that was a really good documentary.
That's fine.
Michael, one thing that somebody proposed recently that I thought was interesting was you can intentionally walk a guy, but you can only do it once in a game. So you have to pick, when you're going to do it. So, it's because like literally Shohei Ohtani got walked 5 times after that last night. 5 times. He reached base 9 times last night, which is a record. 9 times he got on base, 5 times he walked. That's crazy.
He record set in baseball. There you go.
That's wild.
Who feels that professional sports, man, has gotten worse in the sense of all the rules? Like I just want to watch football no more. It's like, dude, if you wanted to play flag football, they have leagues for that. You sissy. I get you don't want to get hurt, but it's like sending people to combat and then handing them paintball guns.
Yeah. It's definitely taken a turn lately, especially with all the gambling allegations. And sports betting has probably destroyed sports for a while.
The conversation
I don't know how they're going to come up. I don't know how they're going to overcome that.
I didn't even know about that, dude. Hunter and my buddy Chris told me about that, dude, and about all those all this stuff, allegations going on with the gambling and the way they were doing it. Like supposedly the mafia's involved and all of this stuff.
Supposedly the mafia's involved.
They didn't exist anymore. Remember?
The prop betting is crazy because guys can bet on themselves, and so like it's pretty wild. It's pretty crazy what also happened with all that. But yeah, pretty wild because like they were and it's weird. These guys are making tens of millions of dollars. They don't need to do it, but man, there's like something about.
I'll see about doing some step up quick, but.
Yeah, I think Shaq had came out and said something like pretty much what you just said. He's like, you're making $9+ million a year. Like,
Right. Why even get involved?
what do you really want to risk this for? You know, like,
Right. For
so
20
yeah,
grand.
Right.
Yeah. So it's pretty wild. The whole betting thing it's definitely a problem. And it's interesting because betting used to be kind of a under the table kind of a thing, go to Vegas, whatever. And now it's like it's a badge of honor to win money
When
betting
he went to jail and it was time
games
for
and
me
stuff.
to.
well, I'm sure, everyone is hoping
fun.
that they
It's a
treat
fun.
all them like they treated old Pete Rose. You know what I mean? Take
Yeah,
everything
right.
away from them. You know what I mean? No Hall
Yeah.
of Fame, no rings, no titles, zero.
Yeah.
I don't bet on anything
anymore.
There's guys in the Hall of Fame that were womanizers. There's guys in the Hall of Fame that were alcoholics. There's guys in the Hall of Fame that did all kinds of bad stuff. But this guy, did some betting, so he's out forever. I hate that. I wish the Hall of Fame was based solely on merit.
Yeah,
in
everyone.
baseball.
There's at least one what I
Yeah,
call
I
the
agree with
fake
that.
game every like.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
wow, that team's gonna win
the
by
evolution of
1,000.
sports betting has been nuts because even in the 90s it was very frowned upon. They had anti-gambling ads, and now it's gone full bore. They've opened that Pandora's box. Now, I mean, the New Orleans Saints don't they play in Little
Yeah.
Caesars Arena or something like?
Yeah.
It's so normalized at this
Pete
point.
Rose deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
And
We agree.
and it goes beyond Pete Rose. Yeah, the integrity of the game I think is gone. I think it's trickling down into college with all the payments and players believing that they're
the
like
rest of them.
super valuable. There's a lot of integrity within sports that are definitely losing luster because of gambling.
Now, college is an interesting one because, those guys aren't making as much money. So prop bets, give them a chance to make a decent amount of money if they want to do that, especially the guys maybe that aren't making as much on the NIL side of things. So it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's really a bad thing for society. I'm not into gambling. I know I did win $90, played putt golf last night, but that's the only time I gamble is when I'm actually playing because I get to have an impact on it. It never made sense to me to gamble on something I have no control of.
I'm pretty much allowed to play. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. Like a player gets injured, that kind of stuff. Like I have no control over that, so I never gamble on stuff that I'm not a part of. But I will gamble on a little golf I'm playing.
I'm allowed to play poker and blackjack in person, and that's it.
Yeah.
I quit gambling on sports. December 30th of 2000, when Northwestern played Nebraska. Northwestern were the underdogs by 14 points.
At least.
Everyone in the world says they should have covered, and they lost by 48 points. 48. And I bet way too much money that a college kid should have been betting. And I said, you know what? I'm not good at this. This is stupid. I'm done.
At least you realize you're self-aware enough. I'm not good.
Yeah.
I'm an addict. It's easy to know when you're about to go down the wrong hole. And that was it.
25 years gambling sober.
I got drunk that day, and I emailed the CBS Sportsline people who put up that line. It was like, where did that crap come from? They responded too.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's crazy.
No.
Better habits now for me.
Yeah.
Great baseball reference though. Now that we're on the topic of baseball, especially as we go towards
17,
we head into October.
Walk swiftly. We could be able to do another lap and finish.
Trey, you mentioned the Hall of Fame, and I say this a lot to people. Is like to get in the Hall of Fame, like if you have a over a 300 batting average, like you're going to the Hall of
45,
Fame. So to speak,
Yeah.
Kid was doing a locker in the shower. I thought he was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's batting average. Like if you have a 300 batting average, you're probably going to the Hall of Fame, which means like 70% of your batting career is a failure.
Tried all my stuff.
Yeah, it's really wild.
70% of your batting career is an absolute failure.
And you'd be an all-star.
So to go back up again and again and again and wind up with a 300 batting average gets you in the Hall of Fame. It gets you into Cooperstown. So like 70% of those failures, and it's like, and I think people don't realize like baseball is such a tough game in that aspect, where if you strike out in a game, you're in front of how many people, and then you've got to go back up and do it again. And
let me break it down a little bit further though.
You've got to
get on base and
your
then they have to
last
score.
swing, let alone your last at bat. And yes, those guys are paid a lot of money for it, but that means that there's a lot of money on the line every time they go up to bat, every single time, and just the 300 gets
That's
in the
what I
Hall
was
of
saying.
Fame.
That's what I was. Steve and I were just mentioning the same thing, which is that's just to get on base, right? That's not even to score a point, score a run. That's not even to win the game. I wonder what that percentage is of,
Have to get on base.
or yeah, like the percentage of I score from. So it's going to be a lot less than 300.
Yeah,
Again, that's
it's way
the
less.
futility of baseball. In most days, I mean, 9 players, 3 outs an inning, 9 innings, and the amount of 0-0 games or 1-0 games, and yet they're still coming up and taking the swings. It's a very good point. The perseverance that is part of it.
Yeah, you have to do it, and then how many games there are? 162 every games, and then you have people who, in their own personal lives, are like, oh, the scale's not moving. I guess what I'm doing is not working. I should just stop. I should just give up. And it's like, what if every single baseball player thought that every single strikeout? Like, and there's nothing different about these baseball players to regular people. They still put their pants on the same way. They're not special.
You're not giving
One of the characteristics of successful baseball players is, as they say, a short memory, which means they don't hold on to the failures. They just let them go. They move on from them, because we're all going to fail. But how quickly do we move on to the next thing, or how often do we hold on to them? That's a big question. And the best pitchers, the best hitters have a short memory. They don't remember the wins or the losses. They just keep playing.
We love to use sports stats and sales, and I mean, if we just talk about those same numbers in like a brokerage, it's it might be 3 calls to get somebody to answer the phone, 3 till you get. I said just connect. 3 more till you get a live. 3 more till you get somebody to possibly even let you do the next thing. So we're talking 10 calls for every 1 potential real human contact. Multiply that by 10 just to hopefully find 3 people worth asking to do business with.
He's like 3 people. 3 times. Jeez.
Multiply that by X, and we're talking about 1.7% success rate or something like that, and that's just to ultimately convert something to a shipment. I mean, that's why so many reps hit the floor in the first 3 months are grinding out 150 calls, and on month 4 they're like 40 calls. I don't have time. This is stupid. It doesn't work. Forgetting that they're 23 years old and they're going to be at this for the next 40 years.
Dude, when I did door-to-door sales, man, we had people coming in and out of that office all the time. Just there for a day, there for a week, handle it, and move on. And I just remember every time people left, I was still there. It actually built my confidence a little bit.
You mentioned me last night.
Okay.
I think we just walked through it.
Are you guys safe? That's the main question. Are you safe where you're at, Nick?
Yeah, we just we might have walked by some local farm produce being evaporated into the air.
Yeah.
That's Florida for you, baby.
Which is
Orlando.
Yeah.
in the end.
I remember when I ran the Boston Marathon in 2018. After Heartbreak Hill, when you do mile 20, when you get to mile 20 or so, you're at Boston College, and by the time a slow guy like me gets there, all the Boston College kids are just hammered, and so it's just a total shit show. But when I ran it in 2019, weed was legal. So when I ran by Boston College, number 1, you just couldn't see straight because it was just a big cloud of smoke. But number 2, they weren't so crazy that year. Maybe we don't do a whole
bit. Things had changed a little bit. That's funny.
Yeah, it's just
Down yet, but
yeah, that'll work.
yeah, so it's like
We're still alive though. We're hanging in here. Iron Minds.
Nice.
Woohoo. We even did some lunges on the bench because Steve's a psycho.
Nice.
Well, this works for me because this is yesterday it was just move around, whatever. Today I needed to do some more active recovery. So the ruck is good, getting some steps in. I'll do some mobility later today.
I've
And then
got
tomorrow-
a question for the chat. Oh, Nick, finish.
I was just going to say tomorrow I'm back on the street resuming training. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I had a question for you guys. This is and this is a Nick Saban story. Is when he was growing up, he went fishing with a friend of his, and when him and his friend were fishing, his friend was throwing back in all the big fish he caught, and he would only keep like the smaller fish. And so when Nick finally asked me, he's like, "Why are you throwing away all those big catches?" And he's like, "Well, I only have a 7-inch frying pan." And so And so my question to you guys is, if you only have so big of a pan, how big of a fish can you expect to cook? And so what do your frying pans look like in relation to your life? Are you what season are we in where we're taking on too much, or we need to resume focus, and where maybe if we're trying to catch too big a fish to put it in? And that's a question for the chat too. Anybody listening live, what does your frying pan look like? Are you trying to overstuff that pan and then it's going to come out totally undercooked, totally wrong? What are our frying pans looking like this morning?
And
the deep thought. You're supposed to kick off the call with that. We just spent 25 minutes talking about sports gambling, and now you bring up the deep thought.
Let's take it further. Is the frying pan your limiting belief? Do you need to get a bigger frying pan?
That's where my mind was going. Is that how big is it really?
Yeah.
Also, not for nothing. Why not cut it, put halfway in the fridge? And I know it's a metaphor, but I'm just saying, like, you have other tools besides the frying pan to make things work for you. There's my deep thought.
Nick's going practical on it.
That's why I'm posing the question.
I don't eat fish, so what do I know?
Just a good metaphor for life. Yeah, I'm not sure how the life cycle of the fish, but yeah, we got to look at our frying pans, our brains, our mental bandwidth, and be like, how are we chopping things up to cook?
Better yet, how often are you cleaning out the pan? Is there too much stuff in there because we're just reusing and reusing? We're never taking time to clean it up. Sharpen the saw.
A lot of deep thoughts there, everybody.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's a metaphor for life we're thinking of. We always want the big wins. We always want the big fish. We think about it a lot of time. We want to pull in these big whales, all this stuff, especially in the trucking industry. We want this big stuff, and it's like, do we have the pan big enough for this? Can we take it on, or are we better suited for the small wins? Are we better suited for this? Am I better suited for this right now? Depending on what season you're in, especially coupled with everything else going on in your life. Do you have a year of weddings next year? Do you have another child on the way? Do you have XYZ? We look at the reeling in those big fish, seeing, they could weigh you down. They could burn your house down.
Yeah. I'm in the last year of a high school, senior, and I don't want to miss anything, so I'm not going to conferences. I'm slowing things down. I'm just not being aggressive right now because that's the season I'm in. I don't want to miss the moments with my daughter, because these moments aren't coming back. And sometimes it's circumstances like that too. That change what you're fishing for. As long as you know what you want to fish for, as long as you know what you want to go after, whatever season you're in, that's really important.
I'll leave you with this. If it's not a frying pan, let's just pretend it's a bucket of rocks. If you've ever seen, I'm sure you've heard the analogy, but if you've ever seen the analogy, and there's actually a video Franklin Covey put on YouTube a long time ago about doing the big rocks first.
Yep.
And it's true when you try to put those little ones in there. And a lot of times the little ones are the comfortable things, the convenient things, the things that we want to do but don't have to do. But when we focus on putting those big rocks first and getting the most important things done first, we find out that there's a lot more room for everything else.
Yeah. Big rocks first. That's actually a really good video. I think he does it at college, which is really good. Jessica says bigger fish is a lot more work. Maybe the many smaller one allows you to spread the love more than just the one. Yeah, the big fish take a lot of work, that's for sure. Longer sales cycle, but possibly a bigger reward at the end. Sometimes 10 singles is better than 2 home runs in baseball. Score a lot more runs that way.
True.
To go back to the baseball analogy. Well, I got a fun trip this week planned. So my daughter, like I said, she's a high school senior. She just got her teeth all fixed up, which is great, because we got some genetic teeth issues in our family. And this Thursday we fly to Oregon to take senior pictures with my sister out there. She's an amateur photographer, and my daughter wanted to go to Oregon to be a part of the nature. At the beach, at waterfalls, mountaintops, snow-capped mountains. So we leave on Thursday for Oregon, and it's going to be a blast. I'm excited about that. Get to spend 4 days with my daughter, which is awesome.
That's a big rock, baby.
Looking forward to that one. Yeah, that one's and I got so many sneaking Southwest points. It's like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Which is good. All right, gentlemen. Well, listen, We're coming up on 30 minutes, so we're going to head out. Have a great conference week. Those that are here in Orlando for the week. Scott, good to see you, my friend. Scott had a lot of fun yesterday making some content. But good to see you guys. Have a wonderful week. And remember, hey, find your tribe, find your group as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. We'll see you guys right back here next Tuesday on Iron Minds. Peace out, everybody. Let's go.